Welcome to the DKO PodKast, everybody. I'm Poe, and I'm here with David, and we're gonna run down what we saw last week on the Kombat cast when they showed off Kitana, D'vorah, and I guess Cetrion.
They did show more Cetrion.
Yeah, they showed her, so maybe we'll talk about that too. David. So, what'd you think about? Well, first off, the time crystal currency thing for cosmetics?
The crystal things?
Yeah.
Well, they're useless because you won't be able to use it in tournaments, right?
Well, it's for cosmetics, like
Yeah.
isn't it?
Still.
For like clothing and stuff like that.
Yeah, which you cannot use in tournaments. So
why not?
Because everything is set up already, preloaded, costumes, skins, everything.
Oh, I thought it was just the moves.
No, dude.
Oh, that's weird.
That's why you didn't play the beta. I wish you played it. The beta has already the preloads also have a skin and a color. You could change the color, but at least the skin is already preloaded. Like you cannot be like this preload set I'm gonna use like the Undead J, let's say, but with the moves of the one that looks like Symmetra. Let's put it like that. I cannot. No, I couldn't. And even then, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta look dead in order to do this type of moves.
That's crazy.
So that's why I wasn't too much humor about it. I can casual play, of course, but for regular version,
yeah, it's not like for people who want to play the game in it with a competitive mindset. I guess it's like, all right, well, that's something I won't use.
Because then again, if we partner it up to like Injustice, they have the casual mode, right? And they have the tournament mode. And then the casual mode, your armor skills and levels would affect the gameplay, right? But you will look cool as shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will look cool as shit. And then on rank, you will be without that, right? But then you wouldn't look cool as shit.
Yeah, but I think they're making this so that you do look cool without having to worry about any kind of stat boost or anything like that. So that's what made me think, like the way they were wording it, it made me think that you can still look however you want to look online, even if you have the presets.
I don't know. Well, it could be, yeah. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Anyway. It's because they're so iffy about it right now.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about some Kitana first. So,
Kitana, okay.
So, first and foremost, the character model is beautiful.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Her overall look is just straight up like, this girl is just hot. She's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like undeniably like a girl that you might be nervous talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like in real life. Like she's real enough.
Oh man, I was not expecting you to say that.
She's real enough looking that maybe a couple of guys, who have these weird fantasies for fictional characters, might warrant some actual weird fantasy crush on her because she just looks like I want to know who she really is.
But she looks like a person.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they modeled it after like a real actress or something because it doesn't. I would be very shocked and like in disbelief that they created that all freehand without like looking at anybody's pictures at the least.
It looks very impressive. I would say it would look, if we want to talk about people looking nice or beautiful, anything like that, right? At least the aspect. Like Dead or Alive goes a lot with aesthetics and them looking very, attractive. Apparently, into their perspective, right? What is attractive is. This blows it out of the water, dude. Like this character looks elegant, looks beautiful, looks everything posed, everything fits to whatever theme she's presenting,
She looks like the main character of her own game. That's how good she looks.
Well, let me push my glasses back.
Oh my god, here we go.
Well,
in this current day and age, I'm not saying that she hasn't.
No, still lore based. Think about it, lore based. She was killed, right, and she became a revenant. So as Liu Kang, which was the previous hero, right? Mm-hmm. And they both went like, fuck it, we got betrayed. We're both undead type of thing. Let's unite. And we both were like, I was the one were Edenia, and you were the Earthrealm heroes, and they both were lovers. So they finally were like, fuck it, we don't need to follow no rules, no Shaolin monk thing, no protecting the earth thing. So they both became both protagonists of their own, So they have a crusade now of, building a kingdom, building whatever they're going to do. Linia, and now that Shao Kahn is not there. And technically, they're both the protagonists, of their own thing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope.
So
I think that's pretty dope. It's a power couple.
So let's talk about the first, like, her stuff in the trailer and her breakdown that they gave us.
That entrance, dude.
Good, really good entrance. She has two
guards,
2 white knights.
Yeah, royal.
two internet white knights, hoisting her to her battle in a really cool, almost like the fanciest, most expensive chair at a Hot Topic that you can find.
That's definitely a racer chair for gaming.
Yeah. Like if Mortal Kombat had a DX racer chair.
Yes, yeah, that would be Kitana.
Like, that's the mixture.
People
right
would
there.
love that. People would love
yeah, hell yeah.
The Kitana chair, yeah.
Oh, look, it's only $5,000. I could swing it.
Bro, if a collector edition would have come with that chair, that shit would sell.
That's ridiculous.
Like,
hey, what is it? Hey, we don't sell refrigerators in the store. What is this? This is a gaming store. Oh no, this copy comes with a gaming chair already built.
But it wouldn't be ridiculous from all the other collector edition ridiculous that they have shown before. Yeah. That would be up to par. People would buy a chair. You wouldn't want a chair?
Didn't Darksiders have like Darksiders 3 or whatever that is? Had like a huge collector's edition. It had like a huge. I don't even know what was in it. It was like this. It was like you could fit a child in it. You could fit like a 10-year-old girl in there.
Bro, at least not to strafe off a little bit from that, but the most impressive collector edition that is exaggerated for me are two of them. The Call of Duty one that came with a care package. And that shit looked like a containment, dude. Like a containment that you have a nuclear bomb in it. And people were carrying that on the trains here in New York. Carrying that thing, giant ass container as a care package. And also Steel Battalion for Xbox, the original Xbox. That you have a mech and you have like a suit mech, like a desk, and that was the controller, because the controller used all these 128 buttons on the controller that you used to use. Yeah. It used to be a whole computer desk, and that was your controller, dude.
You know, it's funny that like you saying that about that Call of Duty
care package
thing. Like it just immediately reminded me of a day that my friend she used to do. She was a carrier messenger kind of person. And she told me one day, like, she was, doing a regular delivery, but she didn't know that whole time she was carrying the AIDS virus to take to, like, some scientific facility.
Oh, my God.
That's scary, dude. Anyway, back to Kitana.
Dude, she can start the plague.
Yeah. So...
The chair, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so now that we're done with how good she looks, right? Because she looks fabulous. Like,
and how she presented herself, too, though. Like...
Hands down, if there's a waifu tier list of this game made today,
top.
Done.
She's top.
She's S tier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Broken.
And she's looking up. She puts her chin up. She puts her chin up, looking down. It's just everything. Let me tell you something, man. I gotta give it to NRS. They have made characters that they will looking very crappy and no personality to looking incredibly likable, and then characters that they were like iconic characters or brand characters like Kitana, let's put it like that, since Mortal Kombat 2, put in a higher standard and be like, wow, no, like this is our vision that we always intended, and now we can actually show it how we wanted to. She's not a bikini princess warrior, She definitely looks like she's gonna kick your ass, but she still looks royalty, because some of their armor looks like it's cloth. Like she got that very expensive cloth in her. Like, but then she has some armor on her. I think it's on her shoulder pads or like in her shins or something like that. Like it looks well. Like she doesn't have like an open belly button, just because,
Yeah.
It just looks well, man. It looks great. I thought first that she had dyed her hair. Like she had like hair dye, like blue. I thought at the beginning, but it's like a bandana thing that she has.
Okay.
So but yeah, she looks very presentable.
Let's talk about her playstyle. So it seems to me like she's using her fans a lot more.
Yes, all her normals. Yeah.
She has a lot of multi-hitting moves, so it's a lot of lockdown there.
Like double kicks or double ups.
Yeah. Her fans, the projectile one, they look kind of fast.
Okay.
They look good.
They do, yeah. I'll say they're slower than before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
well, I don't know.
She would shug that shit like it was fucking stripper paper money.
Okay, so the one animation that stood out to me that was a little weird was the NRS didn't do the booty thump, the peach bomb, animation too well.
Not at all.
Maybe it's because she's flatter than all of the other characters that have ever had it in the history of fighting games, but it looks kind of awkward.
No, I hear you. I think it's because it's less cartoonish. So because when it was in the other ones, like everyone that does this peach bomb attack, they always extend their arms completely in the opposite way. They are completely their body, and they put their legs completely forward. Like very animatic, very crazy, something that no one would do ever. But it looks good to the moves, right? I think she's doing it just to defend a little bit. She's doing it more human.
Yeah.
You know, how someone will hit you with like a back attack type of...
No, I get that, but like I'm talking more about the animation. It looks like she got into position, some big 300-pound dude threw her straight, like just straight at somebody, and he told her to keep straight.
Colossus.
Yeah, but it didn't look like she built the momentum herself to turn and like do the move. Like just I'm talking
so
mainly about the animation.
No build up. There's no build up on it.
Yeah.
Like, wow. You got it. I hear you.
I mean. I don't mean like the mood, like the move itself.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
The animation of it. She has a double jump. Do people have double jumps?
That air glider thing she used to have in 10, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She has that grab, that command grab that she stabs your stomach and scrapes you like shit.
Yeah.
He said that's more of a combo ender stuff like that, which I see it.
I like that she has a anti-zoning tool where like she absorbs the
reflect.
Mm-hmm. She absorbs whatever whatever projectile's thrown at her, and then it buffs her.
I think it's for one hit. From everything that I saw, I think it was one hit, which is not a problem, right?
Yeah.
This move is very reminiscent of the one that she has. She sharpened her own fans before, like ching ching, and then she'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up," type of thing, But it was a timer, which I think they used that and they just made it better to this game because there's a lot of zoning or footsies,
Yeah, another animation that's like, I guess it feels like towards the end of the presentation I got used to it, but like the her get off me move where she does this pose and the fans are flying around her, that was it looked kind of funny at first instead of like like
a dynamite
cereal.
It looks like Jin Dynamite from Mars to Kaku, like dynamite, and all these fans are around her like this. That's the one you're talking about? Her move?
I guess, but
you mean a win?
She's definitely like not posed like Jin. She's like
no. But I'm talking
like
about
she has like a ballerina pose, and the fans are flying around her. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I know. Yeah, it does basically the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you say you liked it or you didn't like it?
I warmed up to it a bit, but at first it was just like, what the fuck? What is this? So I don't know about you, but I want you to explain to people, because I was looking at the chat while this was going down, and I just kept I kept reading a lot of Melina is dead.
Yeah, rip Melina. And the Edbo actually tweeted something today, which is funny. Yeah, because in Mortal Kombat 10, they were like, "Oh, Jade is dead," because Melina will have the Jade staff, and she had her Jade boomerang thing that she has. So we're like, "Oh, okay." So she's praying honor for her because she's not in the game, so she's using that style. Yeah. So in this game,
so wait, towards the end of that game, Jade never came out, right?
No.
So that leaves,
just in the ending. That's it.
That leaves people to more so believe that it's repeating history because they're not planning anytime soon to put Melina.
Yeah. But there was hint that Jade would come back based on the ending.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, but Melina got killed on the story.
Yeah,
by D'vorah, she got body, and
I'm pretty sure D'vorah died too, though. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she did, but she's an insect.
Yeah, exactly. So and when she having the side of Melina throwing it up, and then the dagger falling on your head, immediately people said Melina, like the same thing with Aaron Black throwing reptiles acid. Already specific to a character move. So she's doing the same thing, but now with Melina. She has a dive kick on Melina, and then she has a grab that Melina used to have, so she stabs you in the head with it. So obviously she has those moves. It would be weird to have Melina there, unless she plays completely different, but then it wouldn't be Melina, right?
Yeah.
So that's why there's videos about it. And then Ed Boon tweeted today. He was like, "Oh, NetherRealm. So how was your combat cast?" And he shows me, and he shows a video of this guy. Who is it? Ermac. Ermac turning giant and stomping Melina.
Oh my god, that's so funny. He's so funny.
Oh, so yeah. So he's playing around with people what they're saying already, you know?
Yeah.
But fuck it. I think that they shouldn't have gave her just more unique moves instead of giving someone else moves. You know, like she had Jay's move before. Okay, I get that she has Melina moves here, but just give her new moves. Fuck it.
Did she ever have that spinning torpedo move that she did in the trailer once?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but she had a tornado that she pushed forward. She flips it forward to you, but that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember,
but no, I don't think so.
I remember that move because I remember playing against you.
Yeah. Now she does have unique move. I'm not saying she doesn't, but I'm saying that instead of giving her remnants of other characters, maybe giving her new moves would be better. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe have it as a fatality.
But then again, that's what happens when you keep having multiple versions of one character. Like, you know, something like this is bound to happen.
Yeah, but you don't have Scorpion having Sub-Zero's moves.
Because they're both in the game.
Or like Smoke's move, you know?
Yeah, but there's more element-based stuff, right? So it makes no sense to do that.
Mm-hmm. Even though Smoke had a spear, so you're right.
So what are your overall impressions on
I like some of her strengths that they look really good. I still don't like that they gave her that dumb. I know in the combat cast they were like, oh, her crouching one is really good because she hits you with the fan and has good range and is really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And in this game, crouching light punch is really strong. But then she also have that crouching medium kick that is so dumb and weird, bro. I'm gonna send you a picture later.
I know which one you're talking about.
Dude, it's so weird. Like that is. I want to know what martial art does that. Because if they do, it's not gonna be like that. And he has it. And the thing is, that is good, right? Like it's kind of good because he has a lot of spacing or whatever. Yeah. But it just looks so dumb.
You know what? I would love to see if there was any. I'm sure there wasn't any, but if there was any mocap for all of the crouching normals, I would love to see a compilation of all the crouching normals, mocapped and the jump-ins.
Some of them are good, and by good I mean they don't look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean they're good, right?
Yeah.
And then some of them are just like that. Like Kodokan has one too, dude. Like I'm like, what are you doing? You giant ass guy. You're the most explosive guy ever. Crouching in an instant and doing that pose, you have to be in that step up move or some shit like that. Because she has it too, so I wasn't really happy about that. But once again, improvement, right? Improvement from previous. It doesn't look as bad. It just looks. It's a dumb.
Well, with a guy like Kodokan, I would assume like a down move, right, would revolve more around him using his weapon. You could,
he had one before, like that switch.
Yeah, and you can have him crouch a little, like bend down a little, and make it so that the whatever sword movement isn't so cheap and drastic and range. You could adjust all those things, but I don't think they really think about those moves looking weird yet.
I'm gonna fall into what we had before said that they do all these great animation moves, and they'll be like, "Oh fuck, we're running out of time. Let's just." Wrap it up. Let's cut this animation.
Which ones are we missing again? Oh, we're missing all the
crouching ones. Moves. Yeah, because Scorpion has a move that has so many animations. He starts flipping the spear like in a dance, like those Chinese dance thing. And he starts flipping the spear, and then he kicks the spear down and it hits you. And that shit looks great animated, like super fluid. And then he has a punch. I'm like, oh, what? Stop. But overall, some of her strengths look really good. Like some of the multiple kicks she does, like it looks a lot like Liu Kang type of thing, but she looks cool. Less assassin, I would say, but still feeling like she's like all her hits are vital. Like her mortal hit that she does on your chest with the palm, and then your chest breaks, and that looks very ninja type, So she still has those, which I like. She still feels ninja, but not super assassin.
What'd you think about her? What is it? Her
fatal
blow and her fatality.
Her fatal blow is cool. I didn't notice she had heals until she did that. Did you notice she had heels?
Yeah.
I didn't notice she had heels.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's like, and then she hits you with those things. I figure with the type of force she was running to hit you with those kicks, those heels should impale you. And that will be it. But no, I think it's pretty cool. The bounce thing is very animated. I think just to flow with it doesn't make no sense, but it still feels animated. I think it would be better that when she hits you with those heels and it stabs you with the wings, she does like an air movement to fly you up, and she pushes herself up with it too, because because the fangs are on you. Think about it, type of thing. It feels good. Nothing extraordinary. Nothing exaggerated. It looks great. Like when she goes up to you, and she hits you in your thing. I don't know, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
but
it's nothing crazy. But it's like,
but it looks good.
It does its job, basically.
Yeah. I like her little teleport thing that she does afterwards. She teleports viewing energy. She ends up in the other side.
Yeah.
I wish they would give her a buff after that. Like she has the fans being buff. Like how Jax has the arm buff and Baraka has the flag.
Yeah.
Well,
it depends on how strong she is overall, too. Maybe they thought it was a little too much right now.
Or maybe that's a move that you have to put in there. And that's not a mechanic of the character. I don't know. Maybe. So weird.
So they showed off Cetrion.
They showed her Fatal. You didn't like her?
I thought you were talking about both already. Yeah.
No, I was talking about Fatal.
I said both are like they're all right. They do it. They do Mortal Kombat stuff. It's nothing memorable about them really.
Got you. But I gotta give them props though that they could not have ended with how it ended, with the blade in the head, with the fan in the head. Given how this fatality ends, that they always zoom in slow motion, they're like, oh, something's gonna happen, nothing's gonna happen, and you just there. That's the end scene of it. I think that's a good end scene. Like comparing like Scorpion spear in the mouth, and it stays there. You're like, oh shit, you're still looking at it. That's a good end scene type of thing.
Okay.
For her, feel good, because if she didn't do that, then it would look stupid. The head flying with the fan there,
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Yeah, and they show Cetrion. What would you think was the reason they show Cetrion again?
Because she didn't. Wasn't it only a trailer they showed, but not
a trailer? Yeah,
but not like an actual breakdown of what she does.
Yeah.
So, two things that look strong is like her boulder projectile. The one where she chucks is like a Waldstein from Unial kind of boulder chuck.
Dude, like that shit looks so dumb. It looks so dumb strong. Like I mean by strong,
Yeah, the one that looks stronger is the one that goes straight across the air, because that shit looks huge.
Yeah.
That shit looks like it takes up so much airspace.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you can dock it, whatever, but it's so much, dude. It's so much.
That shit's big. And then you got her tentacle grabbing the ground. It tracks people, so wherever you're at,
So it comes in front of them, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
it's not under the feet; it's just in front of them.
Yeah, but it's basically under your feet because it's like it tracks you. So,
okay.
So like visually, it'll be there, but it's like it got you in the it got your legs.
I think that's her strongest move.
Yeah, it looks like it. Even though like the guy was saying, it has some startup and some recovery.
Yeah, but you're full screen. Get the fuck out. It doesn't matter.
It's like, I'm sure net play. I don't know.
Exactly, and you full screen, and you can burn it, right? You burn meter.
Yep. The rock field thing looks cool. I think it's cool that it's more. It feels more like it's something that prolong, like it just stops people. It's more like it calms down. It slows down the pace of the match. It'll feel like that's what it'll do.
If for me, it feels that is day one is gonna be very strong, dude. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very strong.
Month one.
Yeah, that field thing is so dumb. It hits me because think about it. If you're dying, you pop that. That's it. You're dead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because there's chip damage here. You're dead.
Yeah, there's chip damage.
Doesn't matter.
And then
because if you recover, if you do the in this game, you got recovery super armor, right? If you recover super armor, you hit her, then you're dead. And if you don't hit her, you get chip damage. So you're dead either way.
Yeah.
Until we figure something out. But I'm saying, like, day one, that shit sounds very strong, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it takes both for your defense thing, but most people online, it just started at the end of the beta using their defense options, but most people probably won't even do it in the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then most people, like, for most most of the population is casual, for when they're playing this game. So it's gonna be hard for them not to press a button, and then just
impossible.
And then they'll feel like this thing's overpowered because they have no patience. And they just want to press a button and then they get punished for it.
Which is frustrating, right? Because NRS zoning is so frustrating that.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating. It's not like other fighting games frustrating. But we'll talk later. Let's see.
The other thing that looks a little frustrating too is that big ass win thing that she does, where it pushes you back when you try to go forward.
And it slows you. Oh, you mean the regular Typhoon? You mean the regular?
No, not the regular one. I'm talking about the big ass.
The aura.
Yeah.
That shit. And then not only pushes you back, it slows you down.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
this is like instantly like he's playing Cetrion. Instantly, any character that teleports. Fuck that. That's what they're gonna do.
Yes, and not only that, right? What the number one thing for a person that wants to zone you is having a wall in front of you, and she literally has one.
Yep.
She literally builds it.
She builds the rock wall, right?
And the wall, no, the wind wall.
Oh,
right?
the wind wall. Yeah.
And then she zones you.
Mm-hmm.
So strong. But then again, she's an elder god. She's supposed to be this strong.
Yeah.
So it'll be great. She was a secret character.
So what do you think about her, more or less?
So her moves still, like, I don't know, they even show a couple of strings. They barely show any strings with her. She's very like New Saiba, very move based character. Mm-hmm. The thing is, I like how she looks though. I like her elemental things. Her grabs are really brutal, and like the rock thing and all that stuff. But then again, that's the character that will create a lot of toxicity in this game, dude. And then we talk about Aaron Black the other podcast, that he moves forward when he does his zoning thing.
Yeah.
And then we talk about that there's a lot of tools in this game for you to be able to just do out of that. Scorpion teleports, recoveries, Jade invulnerability. And like, I don't know if you noticed, every character now is having a projectile deflector or absorber.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like most of the characters nowadays are not the primary ones. Primary ones are fuck. Think about it. It barely has any projectile invincibility or counters. They do have it, but not as much as the other ones. Give me 2 seconds. See, okay. I can barely hear you.
Okay. Is it because of me or because of other stuff?
Probably me. Let me see.
All right. So, more or
less. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So, pretty much, she looks really strong for how the game, how they want people to play the game. Even with all of the defensive tools that people are gonna have, she still looks like she's strong against all of those things at the moment. Like maybe there's some kind of fighting. It's distracting because I'm hearing Ali's pause.
Yeah, dude.
Ali, we're podcasting.
Yeah, stop dancing.
I know, that's exactly what I was picturing. I'm like him with a damn little hat and like a little cane.
He has a monocle somehow.
Yeah, a little monocle.
He probably likes Cetrion, dude. He probably hype him.
He's like, oh man, I'm gonna bust Steven's ass with this character. I love zoning.
I don't know if you noticed, if you understood what I was trying to say. Like most of the characters now that they coming out with characters, they're figuring out like, oh shit, this character need a projectile counter set move.
Yeah.
Like even Collector has the one. Black with the sniping. Everyone has specific counters for these projectile things. And the previous one, they don't. Like the first 4, like Scarlet and all that stuff, they barely have any. Ali. They barely have any. So I don't know if that's something to adjust. It would be great if they do patch like new moves to that. Yeah. Because if not, then you're only going to pick certain characters against Cetrion, because it will be much better for you.
Yeah, like a hard counter, basically.
Exactly.
So enough about her.
No. So Cetrion. Oh. Then I'm joking.
Enough about the boring, overpowered girl. Let's talk about my disgusting waifu.
D'vorah.
Yes. Finally get to see her.
Yeah. Which is funny that you didn't saw her in the trailer of Kitana, right? Because you caught up later in the cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then I rewatched it. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I didn't tell you nothing. I was like, no, she's not there.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I liked. I like that her normals are big and then
wait, what about presentation, bro? What about her presentation?
Yeah,
what
she's gross. Everybody agrees she's gross.
She looks awesome though.
Yeah,
like her skin texture looks amazing.
I like how her talking looks. Her talking looks like it makes sense. You know, like even with all that stuff on her face and like her structure is just a little bit not human. Like when she's talking to somebody, it's really well animated.
Okay, yeah. I just like how the texture looks, the lines, and they have different texture on her body. Yeah, she's a fucking insect monster thing. And it just looks so good. Like her hoodie looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the redesign though. The redesign looks great. From already look character. Yeah. She looks even better. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if you go back and look at how she used to look, she looks like trash compared to what she looks like now.
Like, absolutely.
Trash.
Like she was like two console generations before.
Yeah.
And she was an Tony Hawk Pro Skater secret character.
Yeah, on Xbox, regular. Vanilla Xbox.
Yes. So
yeah, her normals. I like what I saw there. Even I saw they did it one time. I saw an anti-air where she's like crouching down. Her hurt box looks really low, and she's poking out one of her insect legs straight up in the air.
Didn't she have that in 10?
I don't know. I honestly don't remember, but I'm seeing it now, and it looks
okay. It looks better. Okay.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks fast too. Like
it
looks like a good mid-range poking, which is what I like. I like that she has a slide. I was a Blanca main.
I don't.
So
I'm sorry.
I like sliding under projectiles.
I'll tell you why later.
I mainly mean to slide on projectiles. Why don't you like it though? You can tell me now.
She don't have movement. She's stiff as fuck. She looks like someone grabbed her on those puppet cranes thing and just move her to the side. She's not moving. Look, a perfect example, Hisako from Killer Instinct. When she dashes, and she dashes just like in that type of animation, creepy. She moves all her she moves her legs and her arm in a movement fluid enough that it looks like she's crawling like a roach type of thing.
Yeah.
She just looks like she's like moving like she has no movement in her arms or legs or even her insect arms things. They're not carrying her like a centipede type of thing. It doesn't have no movement, dude. It just looks like she's just steady and
it looks like it just happens. Yeah, like it just happens, which is fine by me because I'm planning on maining this character, so it looks like I don't have to worry about any kind of startup animation. It looks like she's a CVS 2 Sagat, where I don't have to worry about him being animated good.
Yeah, it's a crouching fist. That's it.
What else? Her slow projectiles, like the slow bug projectiles. I don't know if that's gonna be good or not, because it's not like she could move really that fast afterward.
What do you think was the concept of that? To make it different?
I think it's to, like, for me, honestly, I think it's to bait somebody for her to hit them with the projectile. I mean, with the teleport, the teleport that she weaves them into a spider spinny thing.
Yeah. Like Batgirl.
I honestly think it's to bait that, because I can't really tell why she has such a slow.
I think
moving projectile for a game.
Like I was thinking, it was like, since she has all the projectiles that she throws and the little buggies and all that stuff, maybe the trajectory of that projectile, the length is just enough for her to do those type of setups. You get me? To counter those things.
Yeah.
Like, hey, because like you mentioned, if they're gonna teleport, because it's so slow moving, either you jump or teleport, then she already has something set up behind her or something like that.
Yeah, but those little buggy things, this is why I wish we really knew what the loadouts were, because all of those buggy things, those extra ones, were all on a different loadout that she did. So
you're right.
So that's why I didn't really think. I was just wondering what really was like the purpose of what that's supposed to do. The puddle that she does looks okay, not really too good. But when it's amped up, it looks really good.
Maya, this is the fourth character now, I think, or third character, once again, that has a puddle, right? And I think that's the theme they're going for, right? Counters, projectiles, AoE moves, and a command grab. Everyone has a command grab, seems like. That puddle looks like all the other puddles, right? It just does what it has to do.
Yeah, I think it just starts up, like, the startup definitely looks a little long. So maybe it's like on Wake Up, you're supposed to time it so that you
it's
got
like animation, I think, right? Because remember, the game is slower.
I don't know.
She used to do it really quick. She used to go like, "Cha!" Done.
It just looks slow. It looks slow when it's like, it looks slow when it's starting up, and it looks slow when it pops. But the thing is, it also looks like it pops too early, or the whatever. If you get trapped in it, it doesn't look like it'll keep you in block stun very long for it to really matter.
Maybe it's for combos. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But definitely the amped up one is for combos because it begins a combo.
Yeah.
I like that she has an anti-air grab because I like anti-air grabs.
Yes, those are really good. Really strong too.
Yeah, and it is really strong because it can give you a crushing blow and it does DOT damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
If she grabs you as a you're done.
Yeah.
You know?
What else is there?
Her regular grabs. How do you think of the animation of the regular grabs?
They're cool. They're gross.
Mm-hmm.
they're very effective at making her look more like her, you know.
Yeah, her stance is really like very monster like her arms are like and then her arms, insect arms, they're not just there, you know, they're moving a little bit with movement. I think they went in with those things to make it look really good. They went really in because they when she does the move that she stabs you a lot, like she does it slower, but it looks better.
Yeah.
Like it looks like like it acts at impact, like bam, bam, like it hitting you. So I like that a lot about that. She's definitely Batgirl, and you used to play Batgirl.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell people that.
Okay. which I like. She, in the trailer she flying. They didn't show that in the loadouts.
Yeah, that flight looks kind of weird. I could definitely see it being useful to get out of a corner, but I don't know what it's supposed to do if you can't it didn't show if you can instantly hit off of it. It just showed her just doing it.
Well, from what I seen, right, there's two air movements that I seen. The one that is like Cabal, that is, it's a short burst of dash, like a micro dash, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's the floating one, like Raiden, that you just elegantly moving, you know, slowly. I don't know if once again if you could do that to cancel. Is it like an air movement to avoid a lot of projectiles or whatever the fuck it is? Yeah. You know. But so for her, it seems like more like the Raiden, like the slowing moving trajectory one, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Either way, it just looked kind of awkward because it's just one of those animations that just kind of happens without any kind of momentum or anything. It just kind of happens. So one thing I noticed, like even like when they were trying to demonstrate what it's supposed to do.
Oh, the cannonball bug.
Yeah, the bug that spits out another bug.
They gotta buff that too. The range of that.
Because here's why. You know, it's not just because, you know, maybe because she's like, why when you poop it out, right? And you go towards the guy and you're hitting them, you're pushing them back.
Push him. Yep.
Like right out of range. And the thing is, in Mortal Kombat, the stages are so long that it feels like almost like a smash move where it's like you have these list of moves, but like there's only like you do maybe like 30% of them, and then like there's these. It's like one of those set of moves that's like really specifically just for these situations, and that one's like looks a little too situationally for the corner.
Yeah, because it doesn't even feel like it's a thing. It doesn't feel like it's a Sony thing. It doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't arc enough. It doesn't move fast enough. It doesn't go backwards.
When you amp it, it's cool.
Yeah,
it does three of them and they go there.
I think that's pretty dope.
I don't know. That move just doesn't look.
Which remind me more. The 301 reminds me more of, remember Shang Tsung, the 3 fireballs that he used to do from the ground up.
Yeah.
That reminds me. But then again, he used to do that spamming and super fast and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so maybe they buff it, you know, because he even saw that he was having a hard time showing it.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, they need to fix that. And once again, imagine that's part of a loadout.
Yeah.
And then you fuck.
And you just kind of stuck with that. And then you're like, all right, well, it's cool. Like, eventually, like, if you're stuck with a move and you love a character, you figure out a way to use it. But that doesn't mean it should still stay bad if it's bad,
Yeah. I think just either fastest startup or longer range.
It was clearly like the worst move she had because it had trouble doing what it was supposed to do.
Absolutely. They didn't even show her bug stuff. Her when
she
dies. Only in the trailer.
Well, we'll talk about that one last since it was like the trailer thing. I like the bugs that she shoots out from the air. When she jumps up, shoots them out, and then they just kind of fly slowly. I like that when you want. The thing is, like,
that's a loadout too.
The thing is, like, it's cool, right? I could see that being really effective if it was on Cetrion, but I don't see her being a very effective zoner.
Well, in this game, that helps because jumping and throwing a projectile from up to down is super strong.
Okay.
It helps you on incoming, or it helps you confirming a hit to that. That's super strong, dude. Super, super strong in this game. Because there's no DP in this game, dude. No one's going to DP you.
Yeah.
So that's why it's very, very strong. Like, I remember, that's what I mentioned. When I started using Jade's air glide thingy, that she throws that shuriken thing, I was like, yo, this thing is mad strong. Oh, and I can amp it to throw 2 and be safe? Sure. I like the poison thing that she throws, that she leaves the things on you, the babies.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that one too. I think that's... Like, legit, like, once you see it and you know how to play fighting games, you know when you're going to use that. You know when you're going to catch that out. It just makes sense that you're like, all right, it's towards the end of the round. It's just fucking lift this guy up with, like, 20 extra free damage. Like,
So if you jump, you get hurt. If you move, you get anything.
Yeah, because it doesn't, like, give the other character any kind of, like, hit stun or anything. It just happens.
And like,
correct.
The
character can just move,
Yeah, no stagger, no nothing. So you're just gonna hit him. That sounds very strong, man. Very, very strong. Imagine that as a loadout too. Like, that's not her regular moves. That's the critical point. Oh, I'm gonna play this one only because that's the one that helps me do the, clutch a match or some shit like that.
I definitely would.
Yeah, but why not? Why wouldn't?
The thing is too, like, I don't feel like she has as much. I think towards the I forgot which loadout in 10 that I had for her, but it wasn't the venomous one. But then I switched to the venomous one just to have fun. So I was hoping she had more dot damage kind of stuff in this game.
I think she has two. She's good.
Yeah, I think she's
one
fine.
Of them is from the top.
It's a different game too, so you might not even you might not need that gimmick as much.
Yeah.
So the bug. All right, let's try and figure out this death bug thing. Like, after she dies, right? After she dies, I'm assuming it's the last round that she could possibly die.
Yeah.
Right. I'm assuming it's gonna be that where it's like, all right, third round she dies, but the bug thing comes out.
Yeah.
Now you gotta wonder how much health does that bug.
And by bug thing, we mean is that there's a giant bug that bursts out of her stomach like Alien, and it starts flying immediately.
It's essentially like how like a butterfly would come out of a cocoon. D'vorah turns into the husk. Like, she's like a husk of herself. She's just dead on the floor. Her body stays there, and then like this big bug comes out, and you can kind of control it almost like a side-scrolling.
Hellbullet, like a Hellbullet.
Yeah, like
Ikaruga. You play Ikaruga after that.
And I thought that was really... I didn't expect that. I thought it was like some kind of like, some kind of bug, but it would still be able
underground.
Be, like almost like a lesser version of herself. I didn't know it was going to be like something completely different like that. I thought that was fun.
I think it's better that it's fly because no one can just teleport and kill you.
Yeah.
And I think it's one hit die. I think so.
You think so, right? I would assume so too. That's
but I hope it does like dumb damage. Like, the damage is Samurai Showdown 5 damage. Like, if it hits you with a good read, the game goes like, that's it, you're dead. No, he hits you with that thing, you're dead.
Has the same like stun when they get hit with a big one.
Boom!
Did the game just freeze? Nah, that was just really hard, dude. You got hit really hard.
Dude, you know how many rage quit losing Oh my god, I can see it.
Do you think you're gonna be able to fatality that thing?
That's what I was gonna say. I hope it has a unique fatality. That the unique fatality, her putting her larva into you, and then you coming out, blah, out of her, and D'vorah comes out.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
That would be fucking dope. And then like it has a unique fatality where like they generically stomp on it or something like a bug. Like everybody does kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but it'd still be good.
No, but it'd still be good because they actually did something that's not just, I'm a dead bug on the floor.
And they were... Yes, that would be great. That would be great. Or that it kills you and then it drags you, like taking you to a nest, and you know what's going to happen later on, That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know.
NRS, you heard it here first.
They were trying... The guy was like bringing it up and they told him to shut the fuck up, basically. The one in the middle, like he started bringing it up like later on during the show, and they were like, "Whoa, shut up! Don't say any more about the bug." Basically,
don't talk.
Yeah,
don't talk to me.
Let them figure that out themselves, or maybe they're planning to show it more later on.
But then again, I think it should have been a crucial thing to show them. At least to show as a tease. Hey, look, this happens. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, knowing how loadouts here, that they take 1 space or 2 space or 3 space, I'm pretty sure that's gonna take like 3 space, because Jason in Mortal Kombat 10, the one that he was unstoppable, I think it is, that he revives.
Yeah.
That one's the one with the least utilities. Jason, it has the least thing. It was bare bones punches, dude, and that's it. Barely a grab and a teleport, maybe. Now I don't think he even had a teleport, but yeah. And then you have the resurrection thing. So maybe because of that, she's gonna have to use 3 of her skills to use that resurrection thing.
Yeah. But I remember Jason being kind of strong when he resurrected, though.
No, because he barely has any utilities, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No, he just has punches, dude. That's it. That's all he did.
I meant strong, like, like hitting you and...
Oh, no. Jason was okay.
Stuff like that.
Jason was okay, yeah. No. He had any still, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're gonna die anyway. Yeah. But that's my idea of it, that I think she's gonna have less utilities because it's gonna take the most space for the moves.
Either way, it definitely made me still want to play the character. That's probably the character I'm gonna be focusing on in the game when it comes out. Like I don't see any other character really like taking up my time. I like what I saw. Glad that you found it. Yeah, what I saw, I'm like, okay, Blanca normals, Blanca slide, instant teleport, like even though if it's not in the air, it's at least in the ground, so I don't have to worry too much about getting spaced out. Like, like stuff that I found like I could use, like that I'm used to using, like in video games, like.
And you play the character before, so you might have some familiarity. Ooh, damn, that word is kind of hard.
Familiarity.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, did you just try to say Sherlock Holmes is like
probably
villain him? Say it right now. Say it right now.
Familiarity.
No.
You just tell me to say it, so I said it.
No, I said say Sherlock's enemies.
Oh, okay.
His rival.
Professor. Oh, Moriarty.
Oh, see, same thing. You just basically say the exact same thing.
But I'm saying that you would know when to use certain moves and stuff like that. So yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it'll come more natural. More natural. Like, it won't be like I won't be completely lost. Like,
anything else from D'vorah?
No, I'm just excited to play her. Nice to finally see her. I'm gonna like, what I like, like it really helps if you like what you're seeing when you like seeing your character and seeing how they do things, and she's everything looks good online.
They did her justice, and they know she's a fan favorite too.
Yeah, even like the weird exoskeleton, like sci-fi looking skin. Like, it doesn't look as cool as the hoodie one to me, but it's still like
it still doesn't look as bad as the first picture they show.
Yeah, and the even the move that doesn't look like it works like it's supposed to look, but like all of the moves look like they're, they suit her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It has a theme and they're following through. It's not like once again she's just doing like a sexy stomp on you.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? What are you doing, D'vorah? Dude, what about her fatal?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about those.
Dude, by the way, her fatal blow was really good too. And I'd say really good, not because it's doing something extraordinary, but the camera views, once again, like the collector. camera views does a lot of justice. And when she's flying up and you see her, you can see the movement power that she's doing, the momentum build up. For me, was really cool. Like she's like, and then she stabs you in the head again. I don't know. It felt really cool for me. Like, yo, that looks great. Instead of me like, I'm done.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Like it doesn't. Yeah, it wasn't like something amazing for me, but it was good. But
but then again, she's a bug. Certain, she's not gonna be super martial artist thing, right? So for me, it feels cool.
It makes sense.
That she's doing what she's doing, and then she's using her flying abilities to do that to you. The kick is pretty dope because then once again the camera angle is playing so good. She does this flash kick, and then the screen pans out to show the momentum of how hard she hits you, and then you're so high up. And then her flying up to you makes sense. I don't know. For me, I like that. Little things like that. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. Like you sold me on it. Yeah, it looks cool.
Shut up.
Her fatality though.
Her fatal, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
If it wasn't for Johnny Cage, right, she would be the top.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You and I are gonna be, because I know you're gonna play that whack ass noob Cybot, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be playing to see who gets to go inside the other one first.
Who pops in? Oh, so disgusting. I win crying.
I win. I'm inside you
but
first.
I'm crying.
Yeah, so if anybody hasn't seen it for some reason and made it all the way through the end of this podcast, definitely go look at it because it's dope.
It's great.
Really great. It's really great.
It's creepy.
Yeah,
it's so great.
It's creepy. It's fucked up. It's brutal. And it makes sense to the character 100%.
And how it ends, too. It didn't have to end like that.
Yeah.
It could have just walked, and that's it. But how... it's so... Dude, it's so crazy.
She should have a special one where if she does that to...
a brutality like that.
To what's his name? Aaron Black. She hops on the back of that thing, putting on his cowboy
hat.
Yeah,
cowboy. Or the bug has a cowboy on top
of it. The cowboy hat in the cape. Oh, that would be adorable.
I know.
Yeah, I would want to draw a chibi version of that.
Do it. But I think the fatality is insanely good. So I want to see more of her brutalities. A little bit more for what they showed. They did show the roster there in that Kombat cast.
Yeah.
And it's looking kind of cool. It's looking kind of beefy, right? Looking kind of good. But what it brought my attention, did I mention to you before we podcast, that the character placement, or maybe I'm looking too much into it, but the character placement, it was positioned like that for a reason, right? Like we still have two characters in the top, then the rest, and the Cetrion in the bottom. The characters in the top are all Earthrealm people. The people that are in the army, which we have the Johnny Cage, the Sonya, the Cassie, the Jax, and under Jax you have Jackie. I guess she couldn't fit there, but it's still like the Earthrealmer that you see there.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't make sense to me is the second row, right? Because you do have the ninjas, and then you have a mixture of Baraka, Raiden, and Jackie. Which I don't get.
Yeah.
But the one after that, then it makes sense to me. You have the Revenants all on the right side. You have Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Jade, and Kitana, all Revenants. Oh, and this guy, Cabal.
Okay.
You have all them. They're those all Revenants. They're all lined up, one next to each other, and then you have random Kano. and then you have the people, which we have Aaron Black, Coda, D'vorah, and Scarlet. And then under that you have the Collector, and then Garrus. So it seems like it fits like the theme that they're doing. Some of them not so much, but most of them they do fit like a theme that they're trying to put in there.
Well, the way I would put it is like it looks like a puzzle cube, basically. Like like let's say you're any normal person trying to at least do one side of the cube, like you're not gonna get the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you fucked up in one day.
You fucked up somewhere because you just
life.
Eventually it's just not making, something's not gonna make sense with how these characters are intertwined.
Or Here we go.
Conspiracy God, here's the conspiracy.
Yep. Or the reason it's like this is because the roster is not completely finalized. And those people right now, they're just fillers because of whoever's supposed to be there. I mean, as an example, wait, let me conspiracy theory.
All right.
The person next to Cassie, right, is Sub-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, not Cassie, Jackie. Next to Jackie Briggs is Sub-Zero, which is in the road. That doesn't make sense. But technically, the ninja that's supposed to be there is Takeda. Because they had a lovey-lovey. But Takeda hasn't been mentioned or shown or anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, there's, DLC is going to happen, probably at least 2 seasons worth. It's possible.
Batman.
I'm just hoping before the release date, right? I'm hoping those 2 extra spots on the top aren't Shao Kahn and who's the other guy?
That's it.
Shao Kahn and what's the fucking old guy name that's really cool?
Shang Tsung.
Yeah, there you go, Shang Tsung.
No, because it couldn't be DLC. This is part of the roster, so it has to.
From what I remember them saying, like, there's not going to be a Kombat cast this week, but there's going to be one right before the game's release. So
yeah,
that's going to be cool. And they said they still got more stuff to show us. So
other than Shao Kahn, who the hell is going to be there?
I don't know. His brother.
You think they're going to do the guest character as part of the main rosters?
A guest character?
They did mention guest characters. They might be potentially, but you think it's gonna be part of them?
The thing is, like, I hope it's not because the roster's so small compared to like older, Mortal Kombat rosters. So
yeah,
I think if there is a guest, no matter how hyped the guest is, someone's gonna be mad that Rain isn't in there.
Yeah, of course. Well, they already are. They already are.
Yeah,
or Striker. Striker's not there.
Or who's the Native American dude?
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf. Like those dudes. Like, people are going to be upset regardless because...
So this is my 2 make-believe things,
balls.
Right? Takeda and Sindel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yep. Takeda and Sindel. Those are my takes.
I like both of those characters.
Yep. They're different, so let's see.
Yeah.
And it would be cool having a bitchy fights between daughter and mother. And then Shao Kahn is there too. So, everything will be great.
Girls.
Uh-huh.
Calm down. Oh.
And then we can have a couple king and king fights, right? Like Shao Kahn and Sindel versus Kota and Jade,
Yeah. Is there
conspiracy?
Is there team fighting happening?
I don't know. I hope they bring that shit.
I don't know.
They haven't mentioned anything. I mentioned all.
They mentioned in an interview that it wasn't used much before, so who knows?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean,
and playing it alone too would be cool. Having a team.
I mean, since we double KO everything, and it's tag teaming, we gotta stream it.
They're going to get double KO, bro.
And then you're gonna say it after every match. You just got double KO. He does that, guys, when we play video games.
Stop.
Speaking of video games, let's run this fucking Sam show, bro. I'm done with this podcast. Let's go.
I'm done, bro.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Hit the sub, hit the bell, hit the thumb, hit all that stuff for us.
Yep. Let us know who you're excited to see next, though.
Yes. Let us know what you thought about these characters, who you're excited about, and what do you think about who a guest character should be and all that stuff. Thank you for listening. We'll be back soon. Peace out.
Peace.